What's up, everyone? Welcome back to Final Fantasy 16. In the last episode, we finished helping Mid. We also did the side quest Weight of Command, the Weight of Command as well. In this episode, the first thing we're going to do is check on Jill. Bolts from the Blue.
Clive.
Talia, how's Jill?
Recovering, but she still needs her rest.
Of course. Take good care of her, won't you?
I'll do my best. Oh, Gav was looking for you. He said he had something to show you in the shelves.
The shelves. Oh, that's right. He went to ask Harpocrates about Torgor. He must have found something.
Yeah, we're going to do the side quest first, though.
Don't keep Gav waiting. He seemed excited.
What was he so excited about? No new stuff. Oh, there's a new reading table. I'll do that later, though. Yeah, let's do the side quest. Alright, the next side quest is Do No Harm here in the hideaway.
You have the look of a man with the twins upon his shoulders, Rodrigue.
Talia has tasked me with removing a Cursebreaker's brand. But it's my first time and I don't think I can do it. I'm afraid of what happens if I fail. You survived, I know, but here as many die as recover. Is it really worth the risk?
You don't need me to answer that. You know full well what we're fighting for. I hope as much as you that one day bearers can walk among others as equals. But until that day, a brand is a burden, and we must lift that burden in order to go undetected. The operation may be dangerous, but it's also essential, and we undergo it willingly.
I know. I still wish there was some other way. Griping about my lot helps no one, I suppose. Don't worry. I'll do what must be done.
I know you will.
Unfortunately, the first thing that needs doing is the preparation of a draft to dull the pain. Something I can't do with the infirmary's ammonia supply so low. What few leaves we have would barely be enough for removing a splinter, let alone a brand.
He does seem desperate.
Just tell me what you need.
You'll go? Oh, thank you. No one knows herb lore like Talia, and she swears by ammonia for easing pain. It's simple enough to find, if you know where to look. And fortunately for you, I do. Along the river near the village of Amber over in Rosaria. Just search for the bright blue blossoms.
Alright, I know exactly where that's at, so we'll head on over there. Well, I don't know exactly where the herbs are at, but I know where the village of Amber is. Let's go to Hawk's Cry Cliff, and we'll head on over to the village of Amber. I think we can maybe fast travel there too. Oh, no, you can't fast travel there, but it's just right there anyway. It's only 100 yards, a little over 100 yards, so not too bad.
The river was easy enough to find. Now for those herbs.
I'm gonna fight these raptors otherwise. They're gonna attack me while I'm doing the quest. I'm gonna try this attack out. Boom! Oh, that's pretty. I wish I'd been doing that before. That's my first time using that ability. That's pretty epic. Just stomping. Stomp a mud hole in its ass and walk it dry.
This is the only plant around here with blue flowers. I hope it's the right one.
Alright, there we go.
Keep the infirmary stocked for a while. Hopefully this will put Rodriguez's mind at ease.
Hopefully it will. Will it though is another question. Hope I'd be like, hey, can you go get this for me next? We're back, Rodriguez.
I hope you didn't have too much trouble finding the ammonia.
Ammonia leaf times 3.
Only the usual.
Oh, yes. This is it. And more than I was expecting. I dare say the patient won't feel a thing. That is, unless I...
You'll do fine. Taya trusts you. Which means I trust you. The hideaway would be lost without skilled physicers like yourself.
Thank you for the kind words. Truly. I'm
Yeah.
sorry. I'm still terrified. The brand is more than just ink on flesh. It's a death sentence. Milk of the wyvern tail lurking just below the surface of the skin. One ill-conceived incision, a single slip, and the poison fouls the patient's blood. Failure means death, and even success means tremendous pain. Days of agony as the wound heals. I became a physiker to help people, not to kill them. I don't want to kill anyone.
Curse breakers lead hard lives. And the operation is only the beginning. They toil in the shadows, risking life and limb, knowing their efforts will win them neither glory nor acclaim. And yet we never won for volunteers. Why do you think that is?
Conviction? They're willing to die?
They're willing to fight. To give their lives to create a world where people like us can be more than mere possessions. I know your work isn't easy, but neither is going under the knife. Be a shoulder for your patients to lean on. Stay strong for them.
You sound like Taya. Do you know what she once told me? It's natural for a patient to feel like they're suffering in solitude. And it's a physiker's duty to see that they don't. Thank you for helping me remember that. I won't falter. Not again.
Quest complete. Do no harm. 200 EXP for completing the quest, and 15 renown, 40 sharp fangs, and 40 steel silks. Very nice. Alright, you know what time it is. Time to go back to the storyline. We have to go find Jill. Hopefully not making out with Harpocrates or whatever his name is. That'd be weird.
What's everyone whispering about?
But no, we know that's not going to happen. I'm just saying.
Jill looked white as a sheet.
Can't believe Clive and Jill, like, have had 2 moments where they were going to kiss and they didn't get a chance to. Oh, we're here for
Clive,
Gav.
where have you been?
Where's Jill?
I've been wanting to ask you something about Torgal. Where did you get him? Like, in the first place?
My father brought him back from one of his expeditions into the Northern Territories. They were crossing a snowfield when they heard his cries, and seeing no sign of his pack, they took him in.
What do you reckon, Tomes?
It certainly adds weight to the theory. Clive, I believe that Torgal may be no mere hound, but a rare frostwolf, an animal native to the far northern reaches of Valisthea.
That's
In
cool.
one of our oldest bestiaries, I found reference to a frostwolf who served as guardian to an ancient queen of the north. Such was his mastery over ether, he could cast magics on command. His name was Fenrir.
Oh, Fenrir. That's
Near the Frostwolf.
a name that we've heard in many Final Fantasy games.
The annals do not state it explicitly, but I have reason to believe this queen was a dominant of Shiva, the girl from the Northern Territories and her faithful hound.
Oh, okay.
One awakens as the dominant of Shiva, and the other...
You're saying that Jill granted Torgal his powers,
Wow, that's awesome.
just like Fenrir. People called him my hound, but Torgal and Jill were inseparable. He grew up as a faithful companion to the dominant of Shiva, and years later, his powers awakened.
But why does he have, like,
Just
lightning
when his
abilities?
master needed him the most.
You're right. If it weren't for Torgal blasting those bastards to Kingdom Come, Jill would have been for it.
Quite. Though Torgal's power is his own, his latent birthright as a frostwolf, it had only to be unlocked.
Weird that he doesn't have, like, frost abilities. He has lightning abilities.
You're an even finer hound than we thought.
Hey,
And
I always knew Torgal was best boy.
you need not fear for Torgal's health. Why, the beast has the appetite of a behemoth. Just this very morn, I found him with his nose buried in my nuts.
What? What the? Oh my god. They should have used another type of food instead of that. Because. I'm sorry, I don't mean to laugh like that. Oh my god. Found his head buried in my nuts. Oh my god. I'm sorry, guys, but that's just hilarious. Oh my god. Why did they have to use nuts of all things? They could have just said like strawberries or something or whatever, but they went with nuts. I think Yoshi P did that on purpose. To make people laugh like I just did. Like there's no way if someone like plays this for the first time and hears that, they're gonna laugh. I mean, it's oh my god. That's hilarious.
There you are! I've been looking everywhere for you. Bernard's here. I need you to introduce us so we can get to work.
Okay. Sorry, I was just laughing my ass off. Oh, man, that was hilarious. Wow. I haven't laughed that good in a long time. Thank you, Yoshi P. If you did that on purpose, Yoshi P, thank you. Sometime later. Wow.
Isn't it brilliant?
It is.
Well, I couldn't have done it without you. You and everyone else. But I promise I'll pay you back. I'm gonna work my fingers to the bone for you lot. Starting right now. Just you wait. I'll make wonders like this world's never seen.
Then I look forward to seeing them. Now that that's settled, I wonder if Vivian's made any progress tracking down Kupka.
Thanks for letting me do this, Clive. I'll pay you back, I promise.
We have everything we need to begin work in earnest. And work in earnest we shall.
Thanks for before, son. That was a good deed you did me. Only right I do you one in return. Though I
Yep.
did wonder if I'd bit off more than I could chew when Mid showed me her plans for the place. If she hadn't been there to tell me what to do, I wouldn't have known where to start.
I wish Miss Middledore would let us help her with her dungeoneering. I wonder what she's going to dungeoneer next.
Let's go and ask her.
I think I'll wait till Mid's away to do the tours.
Alright. Nothing. Oh, yeah, let me go to the reading table and read that real quick. And then we'll head to advance the storyline again. Man, that got me, though.
Twins have been up to their old tricks again.
Buried his head in my nuts. Oh my god.
Moved into the storeroom.
I can't. I legit can't.
It's all right.
Oh, man. I'm never going to forget that. Homecoming. I apologize for what happened at Rosalith. I fear what might have been bad, or been had, not you. Gab and Torgal fought so fiercely. Once again, you were there when I needed you most, and for that I shall forever be grateful. Seeing the city I had once come to know as my home, reduced to flame and rubble, has left me with much sadness in my heart. The time for looking back is beyond us. We must focus on the here and now. Our memories will be waiting for us when this is all through. Okay. So let's go to the advance the main story again. What is new about this anyway? I haven't went to these stones in a while. Stage replay. Arcade mode. Yeah, so you could replay some of the stages like in the old like N64 games and whatever. Like I know one game that had stage replay was the South Park games.
It's just one thing after another around.
I don't know about any other games off the top of my head, but alright, let's talk to Vivian.
How goes the hunt for Kupka?
Largely in circles. We have myriad sightings of strange soldiers in unexpected places, but nothing definitive as yet. If only we knew for certain by what route he left Rosalind.
Well, keep at it. If anyone can piece this puzzle together, it's you. And I'm willing to wait as long as it takes.
What? Here?
Would that be a problem?
Do you know, Clive? I believe it a mercy that you didn't inherit your father's throne. Your poor people would surely live in fear of you.
You have nothing to worry about on that front. I won't be claiming his crown.
That is a relief.
Clive, have you got a minute? We, have a guest.
A guest?
Who's here?
For your trouble.
Byron.
Pleasure, in hindsight. Uncle Byron?
The heck is he doing here?
Hey, my boy! Tap a cask and stoke the ovens for your favorite uncle is here!
I wonder if that's his only uncle. In which case, duh. I don't know if Cub has multiple uncles or not. Who knows? We'll never. The world may never know. There's a crystal right there. Oh, never mind. This is a cutscene. Oops. Never mind. Twin side. Seat of the Imperial Court.
The Dalmekian government
Audience
sues for
chamber.
peace. How shall we respond?
If they're willing to accept their fault in the matter, I see no reason to refuse them.
Still, we must insist on substantial reparations. The Twinside stores are not as bottomless as reported.
Aye, and we have many more mouths to feed. We shall just have to have the Dalmecs empty their treasuries for us.
Of course, none of this would have been possible without your timely intervention, Prince Olivier.
Indeed, I doubt any of us would have had the courage to trade words with the mighty Titan, nor less the wit to win him over.
The Empire owes you a great debt.
May the blessing of the crystals go with you, Your Highness.
May the blessing of the crystals go with you.
Very good.
Now, let us come to the question of precisely when the Dalmecs will withdraw their troops.
Dion's fire could rid us of them in mere moments. The men of the Fist will not withdraw until a peace treaty is concluded. So let us keep the negotiations open, give them time to gather what gold and trinkets they can, and once they deliver that which we demand, what worth is a piece of parchment?
Your Radiance, were Prince Dion to take the field, the enemy would surely send their own dominant to meet him. And while His Highness would of course prevail, there would be heavy losses on both.
You need not fear Yugioh. He is engaged on the Western Front. Even were the Dalmecs to send for him, he would not arrive in time. As much as I would enjoy witnessing a clash between Bahamut and Titan, it is not to be.
And what of your subjects, Your Radiance? If the fighting spread to the city proper, the people would bear the brunt of it.
There will be losses, it is true. Yet for every citizen who falls, another can be bred. For every home that burns, another can be built. The Empire will live on. Dion?
Yes, sire.
Prepare for battle.
But sire...
Do not make me repeat myself. Return to your camp and await my orders.
If that is your wish, Your Radiance, I shall depart at once.
evil woman. This dude's a pawn of Sylvester. He's the dominant for Odin or Bahamut. I know one or the other. I think it's Odin, right?
What do the astrologers augur?
The stars are in agreement, Your Radiance. The shadow of treachery hangs over Prince Dion.
So Annabella's tales were true. You disappoint me, Dion.
She's plotting. That girl looks like Pinello. It's like a younger Pinello.
What on earth is Uncle Byron doing here?
Let's go find out.
Wait to find out.
It's a long way down. Holy crap! I didn't realize how high up this is. So we'll see Byron, and then I'll probably end the video.
Well, fuck me. Never thought I'd
No,
see
thank
the
you. I'm not
dear
gay,
Lord Byron
Gav.
Rossfield of the Seven High Houses came to tea.
Only fuck women, man. Sorry. Appreciate the offer, though. Let's talk to Byron here. I got no problem with you being that way, though. It's perfectly fine, Gav.
Ah, my dear nephew. How I've missed you.
How did you find this place, Uncle?
Through the good offices of young Sir Wade. He really is the most helpful fellow. As are you, I hear. The Guardians and those they freed tell the most outlandish tales of your heroics in Rosalith. Which is why I came, to learn the full truth of the matter. Sort the fact from the fiction, so to speak.
You were working with the Guardians of the Flame to evacuate the people of Rosalith to Port Isolde.
I was, aye.
Then I have questions for you. Please, come inside, Uncle.
Gladly. You there? There are 2,000 gold talents in those chests. See that they're added to my nephew's coffers, would you?
2,000?
Man, Gav's eyes are really messed up.
And I'm afraid that is all I know.
A fleet sailing south past Port Isolde. Most intriguing.
Forgive me for not being able to tell you more. I hadn't the faintest idea Coco withdrew wounded from Rosalith. Still less that my own nephew dealt the decisive blow.
What do you think, Vivian?
I think, with this news of the Dhalmekian fleet and recent reports of the Royalists' movements, that the final piece of the puzzle has fallen into place. Come here and I'll show you.
Okay. We'll do, hopefully not now. Oh, I guess you can show us now. Okay, fine. Let's get in the video.
It is known that Kupka's forces entered Rosaria via its unguarded coast. So can the same be said of your visitors from Waloed? Certainly her royal navy is famed for the efficiency with which it bears her knights from one battlefield to the next. And in the Einherjar, or Black Galleon, she boasts a vessel nigh as swift and every bit as feared as the kingdom's legendary cavalry. A fitting flagship for a land apart, her naval presence being crucial to her ambitions beyond Ash. Yes, it seems safe to assume that the Royalists did indeed enter Rosaria from the sea. So then, had you a vested interest in Titan's survival, whither would you take him? Why, home to Drake's Fang, a place rich enough in ether to conjure the magics needed to mend his hurts. But would that not entail an arduous voyage around the southern cape? Let us say that the Royalists did put ashore with a mind to spirit Kupka away from under your very nose. Could that truly have been their plan for him? To load him aboard one of the ships flying Republican colors sighted off the coast near Port Isolde. To spend weeks at sea, being tossed hither and yon by unforgiving waves, his life hanging in the balance. No. The journey would mean Titan's death, and Kupka's faithful creatures would not allow it. So what then was the plan of our Waluda friends? Reports suggest they made not for the coast, but for the desert. And by cutting through the Velcroy, a party traveling light would have Titan back in his bed days before a galley could lurch into port. To wit, it was the Royalists, not the Republicans, who effected Yugioh Kupka's safe retreat. I would stake your life on it.
Alright, so we know where Titan's at. And we know our next destination's to the desert.
So
which we saw in that one presentation that Square Enix put on.
There was something a little strange about the ships I saw. The men seemed almost crestfallen, as if in mourning, as if they believed, or were made to believe, that their master was dead.
You have a keen mind, Lord Rosfield. And you have your answer. To find Kupka, you have merely to follow the Royalist trail across the Velcroy. It may well have gone cold by now, but as they say in the Republic, all roads lead to Drake's Fang.
Allow me to accompany you part of the way. As luck would have it, I had intended to journey Canberward on business after visiting you here. The Fang would be but a short detour.
I'd be glad of the company. Give me a moment to make ready. I need to tell my friends what we've learned and where we're going.
Okay.
Well, but be quick about it, my boy. Time waits for no man.
True. Unfortunately.
Here for another of my lectures. We met under curious circumstances.
I think it was fair to say it was during my time at the university. I'd returned to my lecture hall to collect some notes and discovered Mid crouched under the lectern, sketching some design or other by candlelight. It transpired that she had fashioned a key and had been using my classroom as her own secret study, a place of quiet refuge from overzealous tutors and the like. I insisted she leave, but mid being mid, she refused to take no for an answer, and before I knew it, I had not only allowed her to continue her late night studies, but had agreed to take her on as a pupil into bargain. Though I soon wished I hadn't, her refusal to defer to authority was no less evident in my lectures. Was this my reward for years of painstaking study? I wondered, to be teased and tormented by some old oil-stained stripling who seemed to delight in my discomfort. Still, our time together was not entirely disagreeable, not least because it was she who unearthed the plot against my life and encouraged you to come and whisk me away to safety. And so I came to take refuge in your base of operations, just as she once did as mine. Ask about Byron.
Lord Byron Rosfield.
Of the 7 high houses, protector of Port Isolde, and your uncle no less. He was an adventurous soul, and journeying alone to the secret lair of the villainous Cid, the outlaw, would certainly seem to give truth to such rumors. He will make a valuable ally and a generous one, I hope, and his connections among the nobility will surely prove useful. Perhaps we will soon be inviting the heads of the remaining high houses to a grand soiree here in the hideaway. I must practice my steps.
Allow me to educate you. Here you are.
Alright, so yeah. Got our party members. I guess, what's his face will be joining us too. But I'm in the video here. Thank you guys for watching. Stay tuned for the next episode. And later.